everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and I'm so excited to be with each and every one of you this evening. As we sit in sacred circle, we create sacred circle, and each and every one of us, whether you are listening or watching live or in the archives, thank you all so much for participating and sitting in this and partaking in this sacred space. This show is on live as via Facebook Live on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page, and that's Goldylocks with a Y. For those of you who are calling in via radio, and you can call in, please call in and ask some questions. We'd be happy to see each and every one of you, to hear from you. The call-in number is 323-870-3791. Again, that number is 323-870-3791. Be sure to press 1 to take you out of listen mode so that you will be able to ask a question. Ask me a question. So, all right, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining this Monday evening. You know, Monday was named after the Moon Day. So this how fitting. We do have a very powerful full moon this Wednesday. Wednesday, I do believe, Wednesday evening, 5:43 p.m. Now that's Eastern time. So you can find out in your time zone, if you're not in the East Coast, you can find out when it's actually going to be at its fullest point. But we already are feeling the energies of the full moon. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about what all of that means and put it into a little bit higher perspective. Okay? So, let me see. I've got, all right, trying to see where, there it is. All right. Go to X Productions call in. I'm just putting that up there. This is fun. This is, you know, playing with the Facebook Live here in the video. So trying to put the phone number up there for those to call in. And now for those of you who have called in, please remain on the line and hold on. I'm going to take calls, however, probably the last 20 minutes of the show. I'm going to do some speaking and some sharing first. So please, though, remain on the line. Otherwise, if you hang up now, as more callers call in, you'll lose your spot. So the people that have called in and are on hold, you risk the chance of losing your first 5 spots if you hang up and try to call back later. So that's the call-in number that is displayed for those of you who are watching. And if you are watching live on TV and you are going to listen via phone, please know that there is a delay. All right, there is a delay. So you, between what you hear and what you see. So my lips are not going to be moving. So, oh my goodness. Anyway, be fun. But again, welcome everyone, and hope you enjoyed the show. I always like to start the show off with some messages. I always like to give crystal messages, and then messages from our power animals, and then if there's any messages from whether the angels, ascended beings, the circle of the Brotherhood of Light, and don't get offended by that group of elders name. Okay, you shouldn't be. All right, so there's a lot of great messages that's going to come out to everyone this evening. So the crystal message is labradorite. So that is the crystal and the stone is labradorite. Labradorite. It's so very beautiful. It really is. So I'm going to put it in the comments. The crystal gemstone for the week is Labradorite. And if you haven't seen what that looks like, just put in the search engine what it looks like. It's a really beautiful, beautiful type of gemstone. So I highly recommend that you check that out. I'll share that one more time. So the crystal gemstone for the week is Labradorite. I'll leave this up as I explain the qualities, or really what the spiritual properties is that it's a stone of magic and laughter. Who doesn't need magic and laughter right now in our lives? Oh, it radiates color and movement and enhances your creativity. So if you really want to bring, like, you need some joy and magic into your life, or maybe you're working on a project and you want some magic on your project, then absolutely pick up your Labradorite and just sit with it, hold it, and feel that energy. See what that does for you. All right. But it's very beautiful, even just to look at. All right. So, and that's beautiful. And now I would like to share with you too, one of my new crystals and gemstones that I have recently acquired. And I don't really have like a shoe or clothes kind of, I don't want to say it's addiction, but people who like to buy shoes and clothes. Mine is gemstones and crystals. I can't pass by a shop or pass by them without looking. And then usually that does mean that I'm bringing, one or two pieces that call to me that I'm bringing them home. So, but this is the newest piece here I want to share with you. I'm so excited about this because I didn't even know that this one existed. I mean, there's just so many out there, and they're always discovering new crystals and gemstones, and as our Earth is being explored. But this is called, it's the Himalayan ice quartz. It's called a Himalayan ice quartz. I don't know if you can really see close up the coloring of it. It has like a pink or reddish type of hue, and there has a lot of inclusions or like a lot of cuts in it. All right. But this is called a Himalayan ice quartz, Himalayan ice quartz, or the Nirvana quartz, or the Nirvana quartz. All right. So this is really fascinating. I was drawn to this. A lot of people were at this mineral display. It wasn't a mineral show. I'll explain more about that in a few moments. But this is actually from northern India and in the Himalayan mountains, of course, in the Himalayan mountains. And it was a high altitude. It's a much higher altitude than they normally dig. So this is pretty rare because I don't know if they're going to get up there, quite frequently. We're not sure. But I was very happy that this piece called to me very loudly. And so I have that. So it's fun to explore with these types of crystals and gemstones. And the mineral show was at a shop that a dear friend of mine have together. It's one of my best friends. And so it's called Crystal Visions. And the presenters was Jim and Angela with Earth's Hidden Treasures. Now they're going to return to Crystal Visions. If you are in Connecticut, you could actually come and see their mineral collection. They don't just show it off, they do sell it as well. So if you're in Connecticut, try to get to Jewett City. All right. June 3rd, which is a Saturday. We'll be back at the shop from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can find out more upcoming events on Crystal Vision's website. And that is, of course, www.crystalvisions.biz, B-I-Z. And just click on the upcoming events. And you will be able to read them all. So it's about all the upcoming events. But it's really all their pieces there. It's just so beautiful to have spent the day with them in the shop and just having everything just vibrated in such a high frequency when you're around all of those. And if you get a chance to visit a local crystal, they call them crystal, gemstones, minerals, and fossil shows. So if you get a chance, check one out near you. And if anything, just go and kind of educate yourself a little bit. I like to see them in the different phases. These particular collectors, Jim and Angela, they do not clean other than with soap and water. That's it. And it's a very mild soap at that. They protect the integrity. They want you to see what it looks like coming from the earth and from when they open up. Because it could look like just a rock, but they know what to look for quality-wise on the outside, and they know what's on the inside. So it's, and they have fascinating stories, Jim and Angela, about how people would probably walk by it or discard it as just a rock, So it's just really interesting. But I like how they keep everything natural as possible. They do not use acid or any harsh chemicals to clean their minerals, and you can tell the difference in the energy. The less that man handles and manipulates, the more powerful it's going to be, I tell you. So just keep that in mind. This is why a lot of people react better to raw crystals, gemstones, and minerals than they do to something that is so highly polished. All right, so that's manipulated, right? So the power animal message for this evening, or actually for this week, is, now I hope I'm saying this correctly, because I even had to put in the search engine what this is, because I wasn't sure what this even was. But this animal, a cormorant. I'm going to spell that for you. But I could see the wings. I know it was a bird, cormorant. So the power animal for the week. All right. And I'm going to spell it for those that are listening and not seeing it on TV, me typing this in. The power animal for the week is cormorant. Cormorant. This is a bird. All right. And this bird likes to be near the water. That's how the picture that I have seen of it. So, but the message that this bird brings forth is that use the sun as a healing agent. For those of us who are experiencing spring and eventually summer, this is great. And at any time of the year, really, even if you see the sunshine in the winter. But the sun is a healing agent, and we need to remember that. And all right, let's use the sun as a healing agent. Represents patience. This particular bird represents patience. And let's meet head on whatever is presented, whatever situation is presented to you, meet it head on. There's a spiritual connection to the coast. So see, they're near the water, the coastal waters, I should say. So, yeah, okay. Cormorant, accent on the first syllable. Thank you so much for that. One of the viewers is posting it for me. Yay! Thank you. Cormorant. Thank you. All right. It is very beautiful. You should see the picture of it. And the ability to dive headlong into the unknown. That's very powerful. It is. And it's, so I want you to visualize and picture this bird and picture this message. And we just get through our everyday and daily life, because it's very, yeah, I want to put that up there for her, so the comment. So thank you very much, Wendy. Cormorant, X on the first syllable. No, very good. Thank you so much for sharing that, Wendy. So I love the sharing. And especially the callers too. Don't worry. There's something you wanted to, other than just ask a question. If there's something you want to share, please do so. That's just the advantages of watching live. You get to put the comments in there, and I'll see the comments and share them with everyone too. So it's fun to share the comments. All right, so we are actually going through, let me get to this, a global, well, we all have been for a while going through a spiritual progress, but let's put it into perspective when we look back upon our global spiritual progress. We really have made a lot. Getting a sip of water here. Even if it doesn't feel like it, we really have made great spiritual progress globally, universally. Just, we really have globally, because of, I have to say globally more on Earth plane, because we have to catch up with everyone else or come back to that. But we have moved forward so much in the recent years. For 10,000 years since the fall of Atlantis, the world was three-dimensional. And we are now expanding into the fifth dimension and beyond. And you may say, well, when did this start? Let's see if this harmonizes, or you can maybe think back to where you were at this time and at these times that I'm going to mention, and how that resonates with you. In 1987, at the harmonic convergence, the violet flame and the Mahatma energy were returned for the benefit of humanity. And the great mystical Stargate of Lyra, which is opens every August, all right, opened a crack. Now, this opened up just for like a week or so at a time, this particular Stargate, Lyra. It opened a crack in 1987 that allowed 7-dimensional unicorns to slip through to connect with those who were ready. Those may be laughing and giggling, going, did she just say unicorn? Well, Tiffany, what were you doing before showtime? What were you smoking? No, absolutely correct. Dragons and unicorns do exist. The dragons have always been around, but they just kind of disappeared into the esoteric for protection. Those, though, that still believe and use them as guides, they're visible to them. They're becoming more visible. They're going to start, the dragons and the unicorns. All right, there's very powerful energies with the unicorns, and we'll talk maybe just a little bit about that. All right. In 2012, at the cosmic moment, the cosmic pyramids and cosmic portals opened. It wasn't the end of the world. Well, maybe the world as we knew it in that low 3D energy. But these portals opened, and the source energy touched the heart of every sentinel being throughout the universes, creating a massive shift. It was a massive shift in 2012. So in 2015, the 12th dimensional Stargate of Lyra opened back up again. Okay. And it stayed open. It's fully open. So for 2 years, this Stargate has been fully opened, and 9th dimensional unicorns flooded through it again. Not just a little bit, but more came through. And notice the first time they came in, it was 7-dimensional unicorns. This time it's the 9th dimensional unicorns. And the Archangel Christelle sent out a flow of energy, almost like shaped in a finger, like a finger type of energy, but just a flow of energy to touch the causal chakras of all of humanity, allowing us to anchor so that we are ready to activate when the individuals are ready. And this is the chakra through which we connect to angels, the unicorns, and higher spiritual beings. And it is possible for everyone now to do this. It is. May sound kind of crazy, right? Well, we're going to do an exercise really soon to help you connect with your causal chakra. What's the causal chakra? It's above the crown chakra, and it's just below the rear of the skull. Okay? And it is a moon white color. And it does have a deep connection to the moon. And here we go. We're going to have a full moon here. We are on the rise of this, or the waxing, they call it, the waxing of the full moon. The period from the new moon to the full moon. All right, so we're going to get back to that very shortly. Let me keep going. In 2016, ninth dimensional portals awakened throughout the world, and the frequency everywhere rose accordingly. So Archangel Gabriel's ninth dimensional diamond became available for our use. So that for a minute. In 2017, the portal of the heart, I call it the cosmic heart. Cosmic heart opened, and the world took a healing step into the rainbow path of hope and joy. The rainbow path of hope and joy. This rainbow path, has been depicted in many of, I don't want to say myths, but they really have, and I'll leave that for you. Where have you heard of a rainbow path before? All right, so everything starts in the spiritual and descends through the mental and emotional to the physical. Right now, a great tide of light has gathered in the spiritual, waiting to pour down through the mental, and will shift our attitudes. Then down through the emotional, which will dissolve the old energies, then into the physical. This will enable the world to transform for the new golden age starting in 2032 is when it's prophesied for this new golden age, 2032. We're returning to peace, people. 2032. However, I have, every time I touch in with that date, I am being told by Ascended Masters that we will achieve this at a much faster rate before 2032. So, and that's just ever changing. So, okay, so what's the new date? Well, that keeps changing as more and more people are activating, are stepping forward in wanting this connection, because there's still free will. There's still choice. We all have these choices, whether we want to partake in this or not. And so let's move past any fear and really, really embrace all of these powerful energies that are here for us at this time and this day. All right. So what I would like to do now is to talk a little bit more about the causal chakra, and then there's an exercise as well. And what I'm going to do, I really like the way that Diana Cooper talks about the causal chakra. So I'm just going to read the highlights from her book. It's Diana Cooper, and that she co-authored with Tim Wilde. It's called The Archangel Guide to Enlightenment and Mastery for the Fifth Dimension. All right, I'm going to show you this book. So very, very powerful. It goes through everything that you need to do for all the chakras to get it in line. But just know that every time spiritual teachers are on their platform, at least the ones I know, the Goldylocks Productions, they are helping humanity to open up and with all their chakras, have them more crystalline, have them ready to go. So just know that you are on the right path. People who aren't concerned about being on the right path won't even ask that at all. All right. So let's talk about the expanded causal chakra, because we're going to do a visualization to open an exercise, a visualization or a meditation, however you want to call it. I want you to feel it, get in touch with it, because we've been taught to really activate and feel the 7 chakras, but this chakra is above, well, it's above and behind, and it's not one that we may have been aware that we've been feeling, or have we and just didn't realize it. All right. And I'll explain more on that in just a few moments. But anyway, so the causal chakra, it's the moon white causal chakra, is located just behind the rear of the skull. During Atlantean times, it was as physical as the crown chakra and occupied a space at the back of the skull, creating an elongated head. When it was first activated, it is separate from the head. It's resting between the crown and the soul star chakra, which is higher. As the light level of the master rises, the causal unites with the 5th dimensional chakra column. Then it is drawn into the physical contact with the head. So the transcendent chakras are always 5th dimensional, and this is the 3rd of the transcendental the transcendent centers. What do I mean by that? The ones outside your body, the ones higher vibrational than just the 7 physical chakras that you're used to. All right. So it is connected to the moon, and like your own personal moon, absorbing and radiating divine feminine light. It acts as a magnet for lunar light, drawing it directly into the 4-body system. Then this raises your vibration. Actually, I feel 3rd body, mind, body, and soul. But some people like to separate soul and spiritual. So that's the 4-body. But I put spiritual and soul together. 3, sacred 3. But it's up to you if you want to do 3 or 4 bodies. But what she's talking about is mind, body, soul, spirit. All right. That's what that is. So the 4-body system. All right. Now, this raises your vibration and illuminates the deep feminine wisdom held within your soul. Since the cosmic moment in 2012, the causal chakras of all awakened souls have expanded rapidly. The divine feminine is one of the most powerful energies that has been cascading onto Earth in recent times. The vibration of wisdom and compassion was withdrawn at the fall of Atlantis, and for the next 10,000 years, its loss dramatically affected humanity's journey. It threw us off balance. It threw us into patriarchal. It threw us into a strong masculine. That throws you off balance. However, it is returning to all of us now and is dissolving the unbalanced masculine force and allowing the heart to rule once more. This does not mean it's eliminating the masculine. We need both, but it's balancing. All right, and the scales, the patriarchal and the masculine was way higher than the feminine. The feminine was suppressed. And it just means rising back up. It's not, oh my goodness, the return of the divine feminine does not mean, like feminist and eliminate masculine. No, that's just going from one extreme to the next, right? That's just going to keep you off balance. We're talking about bringing just up to balance, making sure that both your masculine and feminine energies are back to balance. Well, the moon is playing a large and important role in this, for it is an ascended satellite that holds the highest aspects of the divine feminine. An ascended satellite. I think in one of my shows, I can't remember which one it was, because there's a lot of channeling that I do, and I can't remember what is said until someone pointed out to me, you need to go back and rewatch this. What did you say? And that the moon is, it's not like any other, it's not a planet, and that the moon, what if it's not artificial, but what if it is a cosmic satellite used for our ascended alien masters? We're all alien. Come on. We're all star seeds. We just forgot. And we love this earth so much, believe it or not, a lot of us do, that, we kind of forgot that part of who we are. Anyway, so it's quite interesting. She even says, too, it's an ascended satellite that hosts the higher aspects of the divine feminine. So these are monitored and dispensed by the universal angel Mary and her team of unicorns. So there's an angel Mary who commands the unicorns. They harvest this pure and gentle feminine illumination at peak times and flood the people of Earth with waves of it. And it creates softer possibilities, even though some people feel like the full moon is anything but soft with the energies, right? So the moon also reflects the light of the great central sun, right? So, of course, the ninth dimensional spiritual star sends light to Earth via our sun. This is why people have a deep connection with the sun. So there's ninth dimensional energy being sent to Earth via the sun. As that energy leaves the sun, it is divine, masculine, and vibration and balanced. But somehow it gets off balance when it receives us. Well, now what's happening is it's joining with this divine feminine counterpart of the central sun system. So during full moon periods on Earth, the powerful silver light pours into the minds of humanity and affects people profoundly, creating huge shifts in alignment and preparation for the pending new golden age. So what does this mean? People are going to experience more and more intense full moons at full moon times. So it's absolutely great. It's always been a time of magic and all the full moon has. All right. So it's all about creating this balance again. All right. The causal chakra also allows a two-way flow of energy and light from the angelic realms. This brings the angelic vibration to the individual and anchors it permanently. When the causal chakras of the light workers become active again, the unicorns connects their beautiful pure light to Earth through these beings. A unicorn will connect with you, and when it sees your light of service lighting up over your crown, and will enter your energy field through your causal chakra. This happening is so significant and beautiful and powerful that it has the potential to alter your soul path completely. When this happens, you will notice a definite change within you. And what do you mean? Like for me, I noticed a definite change, and how, significantly for me is eating patterns, how I'm eating. It has completely there's some days I don't want meat, but I will, if I have meat, it'll have to be later on. It's just a palm size of meat, but I'm wanting more vegetables. I'm wanting more vegetable protein. My whole body, I feel my body vibrating, drink more water, stay hydrated. I mean, I drink a lot anyway, but it's just really being even more cautious of what I'm putting into my body and how I'm feeling. So see how it makes you feel as well. All right. So unicorns are the only beings that carry pure grace as they work with Earth. They bless all circumstances with unconditional love. These mighty beings vibrate between the 7th and 9th dimensional frequency. And of course, the 7th dimensional ones arrived first to help and illuminate us in 2015. The 9th dimensional unicorns came in to light up and touch the hearts of everyone. All right. So Archangel Christelle is in charge of the development of the causal chakra. And because this chakra is so important in the progress of humanity's enlightenment, he continues to work with us on our journey to become enlightened masters. So as the light held within all souls growing brighter, Archangel Christelle brings even higher aspects of the Christ consciousness into the Earth's energy field. This is the golden white light. And this light shines through the causal chakra and the center of the heart. The completion of the higher embodiment of Christ light will occur before 2032, as we are ready for the new golden age. So even before 2032, this is already, so even she's kind of given a little hint that it's going to happen before then, which, like I said, a lot of us light workers do feel light beings or whatever. I don't like labels at all, but if it helps, to understand who we're communicating with. All right, so I'm drinking some water. I would like for all of you to drink some water. Now we're going to go through this visual, this exercise to activate and connect to your causal chakra. And after I'm done with that, I will take some callers. So if those of you who have been holding, thank you so much. So patiently you have been waiting. And so let's get through this exercise and then I will take some calls. For those of you who would like to call in and reserve your spot on the switchboard, the call-in number is 323-870-3791. Giving you a moment, you can call in and maybe put your phone on speaker so you can hear me if you're calling in, or have it so that you can participate in this activation and this visualization process here. All right. So definitely recommend, if you are driving though, let me put a little for those who are listening via phone. If you're driving, whether you're listening to it live or recorded, you're listening on the phone or watching on the phone, please make sure you're in a safe place before you do this, participate in this, okay? So if you're at home, you're in a safe place where you can do this. Drink some water first. Take some deep breaths. Just get comfortable. You can pick a sacred spot. Light a candle if you choose. Burn some incense. All right. So now what we're going to do, just be comfortable wherever you're sitting. If you can lie down, lie down. And close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. We're going to call upon Archangel Christelle to fill your whole body, mind, body, and soul with 9th dimensional Christ-like. It's that golden white light. Feel your mind, body, and soul absorbing this 9th dimensional Christ light. Breathe this into every cell of your body and allow it to wash you completely clean. And rest for a moment in this light. Bring your attention to your causal chakra. Remember, it's the back of your head, base of your skull. See it glowing bright, radiant white. Just feel that white light coming from behind you, the base of your skull. See it connecting to the moon with pure white filaments reaching up to touch it, like the moon rays. Bring the light of the moon back. For now, you're connecting to the moon. Now you're going to bring that moonlight back to your causal chakra and see it expanding until it completely merges with you. feel that energy pulsating. Isn't that beautiful, that exchange? Allow Archangel Crystal to anchor this higher aspect of the chakra into your physical body. Feel and sense how this affects your whole field of energy. Feel your causal chakra sending out magnetic vibrations into the angelic realms. So it's like a pulsing, magnetic pulses, boom, 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 like a heartbeat, right? Sending that out. Archangels and angels are now coming to you. They are carrying gifts of pure light in their hands. Behind them guides a magnificent ninth dimensional unicorn. Allow these beings to place their gifts within your causal chakra. Feel the beauty and light expanding your causal until it matches that beautiful glow of the moon, the same luminosity of the moon. The unicorn approaches you now, and she carries a message for your higher ascension pathway. Now, your message, which is unique to you, may come in words, sacred geometry, a shape, light codes, however it comes to you. Just pay attention to that. Draw this gift into your heart center and know that your journey will carry the brightest light. Thank the angels and the unicorns and return to your sacred space. Again, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Open your eyes and use your expanded causal chakra to flood angelic light into the lives of everyone around you. So pretty much you're like a lighthouse, and a lot of us light workers have used the physical heart center, sacred heart center, as that lighthouse. But what they want you to do now is with your awakened causal chakra, which is the base of your skull, all right, it's going to shine from there too. So pretty much like you have eyes in the back of your head, I want you to feel the lighthouse radiates from all directions. So of course you can radiate from the front and the sides through your sacred heart center, and from the back, from the base of your skull, feel that radiating. And the whole point of this is that you feel it activating. Feel that energy center. Feel it. Use it. Once it's open, that's it. That's it. It's going to stay open. Once we allow that path of energy to flow back through again, it does. It does. All right. And it can only get better and stronger and so much more powerful. So just take a moment here and thank the angels, the angelic realm, and the unicorns for bringing that. Most definitely. Oh, I feel good. I feel good. It's like, wee! All right. Doesn't take much, though. Just holding crystals is that to me, too. But it feels really wonderful when we are feeling our chakras opening up and just letting that divine light shine through us. And it just saturates your whole body and all your chakras. It's a very, very powerful, powerful feeling. It really is. All right. So, okay. Whew. Now, what I'll do, like I had promised, is we'll take a caller. I'm going to bring a caller on the air. Welcome, caller 562. Thank you so much for holding on. What is your name, please?
Hi. Hi, this is Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel lovely. Thanks for everything you said tonight. It was very nice and very spiritual, very moving. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, wonderful. Good. I can feel your energy's like really relaxed. You're like, yeah. That's great. So what question do you have tonight?
My question is, I ended a relationship with someone recently, so I was wondering on, do you see me meeting someone new for a relationship or love?
Yes, absolutely. By the end of the year, though, more like when we get into the fall and holiday times, just because right now they want you to take this time for you. I know you may feel like, I'm ready. I'm ready now, but you still have some things to take care of, mind, body, and soul. You know, that whole balancing act thing. They just want you to work more on you. You've done a lot of work already, and it's what we're talking about here, work wise, and I'm sure you get it. Is you're watching your thoughts. Don't beat yourself up. You know, give yourself some love and compassion, and know that the next person that's going to come into your life is going to be a reflection of your soul. And that's what you really want and need, is someone who's going to be a true partner for you. In no games, you've had enough drama in games. You're done with all of that. And so it's just a little bit more of that love yourself type of situation, which doesn't mean don't go on dates or anything. No. Go on dates, have fun, but pay attention to, because what you're doing is you're still getting to know yourself about what you want and what you don't want. You already know really a whole lot about what you don't want, but you're still learning about what you want. And so that's always changing and always growing and expanding, just as you are. So it's very important for you. They're like stepping stones. You know, the dates that you go on from now to the end of the fall are like stepping stones to get you to the person that you need to be, that you need or want, desire, and are going to be with. All right. So you have to experience these other people first. And it doesn't have to be long relationships. Like I said, they could just be a date or two, go out. But the thing is just to have some fun and to laugh. And if you don't have a piece of labradorite, you should get a piece. It's a very pretty stone and is very magical. And also too, rose quartz is a great one. You can keep it in your pocket, your purse. I don't really want to say a purse, because I want you to feel it against your body when you're out and about. You can hold it when you're home, rose quartz, but you can, in just a smaller piece, doesn't have to be really huge. But you can put it in your pocket, you can put it in your bra if you don't have pockets. But just or even in jewelry, there's a lot of rose quartz jewelry. So whether it's ring, bracelets, or necklaces, a pendant, rose quartz will help to bring in your that wonderful reflection, that true soulmate that you feel is coming. You feel it, and that makes us a little bit more antsy when we're right at that edge.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, you know, he's definitely coming, and the time's going to fly by so fast. You're going to see that the summer's going to go by fast, but fall is when I feel you're going to meet him, and then it's going to get serious by the end of the year, Christmas time, winter. So you'll recognize each other immediately. It's going to be a very deep connection. And you're going to keep feeling it. So it's not like, oh my goodness, what was that? Did I do that? Did I make it up? Please don't second guess it either. Don't do that. We talk ourselves out of happiness a lot of times. So don't do that. Don't second guess it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Just open your heart and have fun. All right. And you both will realize this and talk about how you feel. And this person that's coming in really loves to share, will be very talkative and will communicate very, very well with you. So the communication is going to be great between you two.
Okay, great.
Okay, so, and just make sure you're active in the fall. Go to, even all during the summer too. It might lead up to, I do feel, a friend of a friend or somebody introducing you. So it's not somebody that you know now. It's somebody that you're going to meet in the fall. But go to picnics, parties, events, and just have fun.
Okay, cool. Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you, dear. And you keep shining brightly because you're such a bright light.
Okay, thanks. Have a good night.
Thanks, sweetie. You too. Many blessings. Oh, that is such beautiful, beautiful. And thank you so much. She was holding on and listening the whole show. And so how is everybody feeling? Still feeling good? Yay. All right. One of the, I'd asked for too a message from the guides. And I think I say guides too much as I don't want to say a dump, but when I say guides, it's always been the angelic realm, the higher beings. I didn't know. I've always been able to communicate with them since I was a child and just kept that going. I didn't realize we had spirit guides that had been in human form before, and that's what our spirit guides are, so that they could help you because they would understand what it's like to have these human bodies and to help. But I seem to have always bypassed them and went right with the angels and the light beings, and that's okay. And I do understand why that happened, and that was because growing up, I was told not to talk about what spirit I see. It scared my mother, so, and just don't talk, the public can't handle that type of talk. Don't talk about the spirit or ghosts or whatever you see around you. So that even meant the guides that came in human form. So, and angels is okay. You can talk about angels, that's fine. The light beings. Oh, okay, that's beautiful. All right. So I just kept that connection. And so I don't even know where I was going with this. Woo! See, feels good, doesn't it? Anyway, connect with, making sure that, thank you. They reminded me, see if we can be on track. What I was saying is that there's a message, I had asked for a message to kind of just wrap all of this up from the angelic and the high vibrational beings, ascended beings. So, this is very beautiful. So the scales are balanced, feminine and masculine in divine connection, surrender and strength, body and soul. Together are loved, united and whole. Know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within you are now at peace. As imbalance, you effortlessly now release. Feel balance, wholeness, and vitality. As you, as we, as us, as one, are now balanced and heal our divine humanity. How does that feel to you? It feels really beautiful, doesn't it? We heal our divine humanity by healing ourselves. You get it now? Click, 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 click. What can we do? So many people are watching the news. So many people are watching the physical low 3D vibrational energy that's going on. And what do? I feel like I'm helpless because we have been taught to physically make a difference. And in the upper vibrations, that doesn't take a control anymore. And what is commanding is that this balance between mind, body, and soul. And quite honestly, the physical is the lowest command, is the low command. Lowest one on the totem pole there. Not the first. All right. So most definitely it is just reconnecting to our divinity. That's how we can help bring the peace back. As within, so without. So as there's peace within you, you are radiating that peace everywhere, making that everyone's reality. And it has been working because we're in the 5th dimension already. Here we are. So what's going to happen to the 3rd dimension is going to implode on itself. It's going to implode. What does energy do when it needs to regenerate or refresh? It's just going to implode. It's not going to go away, but it will be recycled and regenerated elsewhere energetically. All right. So that means those that don't want to change and want to stay stuck in 3D, they will dissolve. They will leave this earth plane. And then they will dissolve. And you'll just see it as we are getting into these upper vibrations and that is where we are. And it has nothing to do with, that's fake reality. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. This is what's really happening now. And more and more light workers are activating. More and more people are choosing to step back into their divinity. And that's what's going to help humanity as a whole and bring us back to peace. I said back to peace. Peace did exist here. It had happened such a long time ago we can't remember. But it's coming. It's coming back. And much faster than we believe. Most of us believe. I know in my lifetime I'm going to see it. Before I leave this earth plane in this chapter of my long never-ending life, I'm going to see the peace be returned back to this earth plane. And many of us who have gone through many lifetimes and have been tortured and sacrificed or tormented because we keep coming back and trying to be these torches of light for humanity. And we put ourselves here at this time so we finally get to see that prize. We finally get to see that everything we have worked for so hard it is coming into fruition. It's happening. It is happening. So, all right. I hope you still feel good. If you have any questions or comments about anything that you have heard or seen, please don't hesitate to contact me. My website is whitesagewoman.com, whitesage, S-A-G-E, woman.com. And please do check out the Goldylocks Productions website.
60 seconds.
It's Goldylocks with a Y. Goldylocks Productions, CT for Connecticut.com. Goldylocks Productions has a wonderful team of holistic practitioners and these spiritual teachers, and each show is just good for the soul. It's good soul food. So please check out all the hosts and the shows. And again, thank you everyone who has tuned in this evening, whether it's live or in archives, whether you're watching the show, you're listening to the show. Just thank you so much for sitting in sacred circle with each and every one of us this evening. And may the obstacles to your flight be few, and the blessings along your journey be many.
10 seconds.
Namaste.